What does it say? Hi everybody, this is Shelly with EDFIN TV coming to you here at EDFIN Cash for College live on a Friday night.
Happy Friday. Nancy Cordy, owner and chef of Mediterranean Chef Services.
Yes. So we are super excited. We have a lot to go over tonight. We have two amazing guests this evening for you. And lots of sugar. Okay, we won't go that far. But anyway, lots of sugar.
That was a teaser.
Okay. And we just have a lot of shout outs. But before we get started, I do have some thank yous. Like I always say every Friday night, that if it wasn't for the EDFIN Cash for College families here, this would not be possible. So my thank you to the EDFIN Cash for College families out there. The parents and the students, thank you so much for supporting EDFIN. We really appreciate, I really appreciate being your expert college planner. Okay? All right. So, and as far as you, who are some of your shout outs to? That's it for me. My family, you know? Well, mostly.
Well, you know, I've had an eventful week, and it started off with getting a great haircut. And I always have to give big shout out to my hairstylist, Stephanie Perez, at Studio 12 at Solis Salon on Temecula, the 79 in Temecula. And I love her. I love what she does. I get so many compliments on my hair.
Hairstylist, right?
You know, I mean, ever since I moved out here, like 4 years ago, she's the first one I found, and the only one I go to. You know,
when you find someone good, you just stick with them. It's kind of like anything, you know.
Oh
like
yeah,
it's a CPA. No, it's you know, whoever it is.
You trust these people with your money, with your house, and your hair.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So. Anyway.
And they trust, like a private chef, you know, you would never go to somebody else once you get... It is what it is.
Trust the ingredients.
That's a hashtag. It is what it is.
Hashtag trust your chef.
Trust your chef.
So it started off great. And then I want to give another shout out to Gina Osborne of Oak Mountain Farms and Homestead. She's growing local produce that I'm going to be doing business with soon in the Vail headquarters. Yeah, she has these beautiful towers, those garden towers, and she's growing so many, you know, beautiful things, herbs, and I'm going to be using them.
We should go live out there.
We should. Great idea. Yeah, she's going to grow some herbs and some root vegetables that I'll be using in some of my menus over the next several months.
Which is absolutely delicious.
It is.
I already know, and I haven't even eaten them yet.
How much more organic can you get? Right from the root. Forget farm to table, it's from root to table. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
How about from root to our stomach?
Exactly, from tower to table.
Yeah, tower to table.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway, those are my two shout-outs. And we were at a couple places together.
Yes.
So, I'll let you...
Does that surprise you? Probably not.
No, shocker. I was asking Shelly earlier, what did I do with my week? Shelly, where was I 3 p.m. on Monday?
Because you were with me. No.
Yeah, exactly. She's got my whole schedule. She knows where I'm at. We're always together, so the odds are good she knew what I did. So
it's been a fabulous week. We went to Provincial Grill at Lizzie O'Connor's the other night. She has every Thursday night. Major celebration there. I mean, the place literally was packed. We had to wait 15 minutes or so to get in.
Yeah, and that's the least amount of time Shelly and I had to wait. Right.
And we would have had to wait longer, but when we walked in and they saw how hungry we were, they sat us at the bar first.
Yeah, they moved us around. They
moved us around, made us nice and comfortable.
Exactly.
Then they found us like the spot where where the hiding hobbit happened. You'll see that on Facebook.
Yeah, the hiding hobbit. Hey, and shout out to Sal, the bartender, for making me the most phenom cocktail yesterday. I'm very picky when it comes to my alcoholic beverages.
They took care of us, and they just alcohol, non-alcoholic, food, desserts.
Delicious.
I mean, everything was absolutely fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shout out Rosie.
Yes.
Great job,
Rosie.
We love your restaurant.
Running a great
employees, everybody. Your son, he was amazing. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The dessert was
the dessert.
I was like,
it was delicious.
I was like licking my fingers.
You have
like,
to go try.
So
he brought out a special dessert, and it was these crispy tortillas, and they were dipped in sugar and cinnamon, and then they were layered with chocolate and caramel and lechera, which is like this, you know, Mexican kind of caramel made of goat's milk,
really
and
good.
delicious. So anyway, if you go there, have Peter bring that out for you. Ask
Yes.
for those. What were they called? They're almost like churros, but they're in tortilla chips.
Yeah, it was really super good though.
Yeah. Yep.
And then let's see here. And then for me, let's see here, for the other things that we've done this week,
Do you want to start out with?
shout out to Robbie Motter.
Yes.
She had her extravaganza 3.
Huge success.
Huge success.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
I just don't even know how to describe what this woman does to the women in her circle or out of circle or any circle.
Yeah.
And she's amazing.
She's always looking out.
She's amazing.
She's showing up to support.
Yes.
She's encouraging.
She's very encouraging to women, young and old.
She's just amazing.
If you're in her circle, it doesn't matter who you are. She is just very inspirational, and mainly for women. She wants to make sure that the women that come in her inner circle, that she helps promote them in anything we need.
Yeah.
Her thing is just ask.
She's incredible.
And you ask, and it will happen as long as you ask. And that's the key to all of that.
Exactly.
All right. So thank you, Robbie Motter, and she gave me a call today, and she told me to do a shout out there for all the Nappy sisters out there.
Yes, right here.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in the house here.
Yep.
So the Nappy sisters, and the one over there. That in December, and I apologize, Robbie, I don't remember the date that she told me, but it's like the first week of December. We are having a Nappy Christmas party. It's going to be off the charts.
No,
it's a bunch of women, and it's like off the charts kind of thing.
Knowing her, how can we expect anything less than off the charts?
Yes.
But what amazing collaboration of all these wonderful, strong, powerful business women
She's
getting
81
together.
years old,
young,
and has a heart of a 21-year-old. Okay,
seriously,
she's amazing.
She is.
And then another shout out to Dr. B.
Oh, that was
B.
great running into her.
That was fabulous running at her.
Oh my gosh.
Extravaganza 3.
Yes.
She's 80 years old.
Dr. Barbara Young.
Yeah, she will be, well, not 80, but she will be 80 years old here coming up in November.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating a party, so we'll be out there with her celebrating.
That's
and
gonna
she's
be
another
dazzling.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Just doing amazing things.
She sure
and helping
is.
women. So
She sure is.
Totally love her.
That was amazing.
And then we have our Toastmasters out there that's doing a fabulous things for women. Women's Peer Connection, Professional Women's Roundtable. Am I forgetting anybody? I mean, there's just so many groups in our community that help people. Mastermind. Mastermind's a big one. And in fact, Mastermind has these giving away. Oh! It went Halloween on us there for a second.
You got a delayed response.
I was trying to think of something.
I thought you had the clap on.
You know? We should have the lights on there. I got you. Okay, hold on a second, okay? I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do this time, okay? So while you hold this here, okay,
and
you talk about our mastermind and read the dates and everything, okay? And I'm going to give us a little bit more bling bling here.
Mastermind, August 24th at the corporate room, 5 to 7 p.m. with a guest speaker of Mike Purcell, founder of Shout Tag, plus special guest speaker Todd Johnson. So for more details, call 909-917-3699. This also includes dinner, networking, event, and prizes. $10 for members, $15 non-members. So this is going to be fantastic. Again, that number for more details is 909-917-3699. And so this is going to be great. August 24th. August 24th. Huh? Wait, what? August 24th.
No, it's not.
Shelly, it is.
Mastermind has that on here, but you know what? But no, it's not.
It was great.
It was great, yes. Thank you so much, Tony, Antonio. You guys are fabulous. But anyway, they are having
another one coming up,
and they're giving away free tickets. And our guest that will be coming on in a little bit, it's casino night. And our next guest that will be coming on, which is a major part of that group, is she is going to, okay, there you go, she's going to talk a lot about this casino night, okay? So we're, she's going to be like, I am. Casino night, all right? So we're going to, I'm just making a note here to make sure we do that. And we're giving away tickets. So if you like to go to the casino night and network and build your business, and it's going to be coming up here soon. I will get that information to you.
Okay.
Casino night, and she may also have that information too. But we are giving away 8 tickets. Let's see, we have 4 that's already been given away, so we have 4 remaining.
Okay.
So we're giving away 2 tonight, and 2 more likely probably next Friday.
So the date is to be determined. Well, it's not to be determined.
No, we'll put it on here.
They'll let you know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not August 24th.
No, it's not. Scratch that.
I was reading it as if it were coming up because time has gotten by so fast.
Yeah, this was a fabulous event too that they always
have.
Oh, yeah, my gosh. This is another one. Always events, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. And
what
so,
else
let's see here.
Anything else?
Yeah, so shout out to Darla Delane, our international business strategic marketing coach. So we love Darla. Darla has helped me in my business and many other women in their businesses from a standpoint of like drip campaign and just basically her right now what she has going is to build $10,000 in your business within 45 minutes. Yeah. Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay, so that's
her strategy.
Her strategy is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I don't even know how to say that, but that's like what $10,000 in 45 minutes?
Cha-ching, fast.
Yeah, hashtag $10,000 in 45 minutes. Okay, you just won the lottery.
Hashtag cha-ching.
Hashtag cha-ching. Cha-ching, Darla. All right.
So let's see. Anything else?
And then and I know I always talk about this, but and our numbers are still the same here, but for financial aid here at EDFIN Cash for College, we not only do admissions, SAT, ACT, mentoring, coaching, personality for assessments, all that stuff, helping 9th through 12th grade kids prepare for college. But our lowest award is $19,500, and our highest award is still $69,000.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I just want to throw that out there. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
And also thank you to Diane and Scott Strand of JDS Production Studio. We did a shout out to them last Friday. I want to do a shout out to them as well. They're the local TV production company here. They have a creative academy, JDS Creative Academy, where they have young and old go in there. Especially for the young kids, go in there and do acting stuff. It increases their self-confidence.
Yeah.
Just a lot going on.
Oh, that's great.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome.
And Cho Spicer.
Wow.
Coming
September
up here,
16th.
September 16th on a Saturday.
That is going to be amazing.
If you don't have your tickets, you need to get your tickets because it's going to be sold out before we know it. I'm still trying to get those numbers on how many tickets we have available. Right. There's going to be approximately about 150 tickets available. Basically 150 women attending this event, men and women. Yeah. Men and women are speakers there as well. We have speakers. I'm a speaker.
Shelly's a speaker.
Yes. Yeah. We have host, co-host. We're going to have the Vera Diva group is going to be there with their photo booth. Cho Spicer, the app developer, it is her launch party, so we are there in support of her to celebrate her app.
Absolutely. This is going to be so exciting. It starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
And so there's going to be workshops during the day, and it goes until about 5 p.m.
About 5 p.m., but we're going to do, my understanding is we're going to do workshops from 10 to 12. Okay. And then from 12 to 2, I believe, is when we're going to have the speakers. Okay. Is the format so far. Okay. Yeah, but we have so much going on, so we have to squeeze all these speakers, panelists, all this information in like 4 hours. Yeah. And then we're going to have an after party to celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't end at 5.
And then there's another after party on the after party. So it's like energy on top of energy. Yeah. Imagine that in a day. Yeah, you know? Yeah. So, exactly. So join us.
Yeah. September 16th.
Yes. Okay.
And if Cho's listening,
LA,
maybe she can
put the information on here.
Yeah, put the information and how many tickets are left and a link to how they can obtain a ticket. Yes. Yeah.
All right. And then before I forget, I almost forgot. With Robbie Motter NAFI, our next NAFI meeting is Tuesday, September 5th at the Bamboo House. Yes. $10 for members, $15 for non-members. And I'm going to tell you again, like I said earlier, with Robbie Motter, she's 81 years old. This group that she has is just amazing. with myself being part of this group, the last meeting we went to,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm horrible at asking what I want because I just like, I give direction, I need this done, I need that. But to ask people out in the community, I need something that's
it's not easy too.
Yeah, I'm not an asker.
Yeah.
So Darla says, you need to ask because you need help at your college fair at the Promenade Mall on September 23rd. And I'm like,
that's a huge
oh
event.
yeah, right. Yeah. And so all the women in that room, for a majority of the part, has volunteered. I needed 16 volunteers to man 2 people per entryway at the mall, which is, there's 8 entry points, 2 people per door, so that's 16 people. And then I have some at the booth and some hanging around because we have anywhere from, I think last year was like 75,000 people we had at the mall, which is the most profitable day in the mall other than Black Friday.
Wow.
So we need lots of volunteers. And so I asked for that. And there you go. My prayers are answered.
See,
in that
exactly.
Sense,
just asking.
Yeah, just asking. She said, just
says,
ask.
Even if you get a no, and a no again, and a no again.
You're just asking the wrong person.
You are. Eventually, you're going to get that great person or people that are going to jump on board.
Yeah.
It's just putting yourself out there. But wasn't that great that she encouraged
awesome.
you
and
us
and
to
so
get
if
up
there's
there and
anyone
do that?
out there that is interested in volunteering, let me know.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I would love to have you there.
Oh, and also that same night, I spoke up for servers for the holiday events that I'll be having, and then Graciela Hernandez, I actually have her son now working with me since that night.
Okay.
So I have him on board, and anybody else who's looking for work over the holidays as banquet servers, feel free to get in touch with me as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Graciela Hernandez, like Nancy was mentioning, is from Academy of Ballet Arts.
Oh, and an event, a wonderful fundraising event is coming up on December 2nd that will be held at the Academy of Ballet Arts studio on Jefferson in Marietta. And this is going to be phenomenal. I don't want to give away too many details, but I will tell you, oh my gosh, we'll have great food, and then they'll be able to meet the ballet dancers themselves. They'll come out and they'll meet the crowd.
Ballet dancers, not... Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
These are top notch. I mean, these are more than just, the kids in the local neighborhood ballet dancing. I mean, these are, kids that go on to get scholarships.
I keep hearing belly dancers.
Oh, belly dancers.
Ballet dancers.
Ballet dancers. Ballet toes, elegant swans. We gotta take her to a Moroccan restaurant soon. I think that's what she's trying to tell us. Anyway, more details on that event will come up over the next week or two. But just mark it down for December 2nd, Academy of Ballet Arts.
Mark it down.
Yeah. And I believe it's taking place from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay. Yes. And let's see, what else do we have? I mentioned all this last time. We have so many events coming up here. EDFIN has Riverside College Fair coming up September 30th. Not only are we going to be at the Promenade Mall on the 31st for this area, but then on the 30th we're going to be out at the Riverside area with another college fair.
Oh my gosh.
So,
that's great.
So there's a lot going on there.
Ooh.
And then, let's see, what else do we have? Women in Business. That's, what is that? That's sponsored by the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce, South Coast Winery Spa and Resort. I'm not sure if tickets are still available. That is the first week of September coming up here soon.
Coming up.
Okay, that's another amazing event for women to network.
Yes, definitely going to that.
Okay. And let's see here. What else are we forgetting? I think we pretty much got it.
We covered a lot.
Yes.
We covered a lot. Our guests are just like... jumping over there in the corner, waiting to come on.
You guys are beautiful.
Her and I can go on and on and on and on. So we're going to have to cut this off at some point.
We're going to start singing here in a minute.
Exactly. She's not kidding.
All right. So, without further ado, I think we're ready for our first guest. What do you think?
Well, I think we should bring her on.
We should just bring her on.
Come
on.
All
right, here she comes. Terri Kane with Terri's Keys to Cupcakes. Hello there.
Hi, Terri. Welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you so much.
This is so great.
Gosh. I am so super excited to have you back.
Yes.
Because I remember when you were here last time, as a woman in business, you just started your business, not just started, but you've been doing this for a while. But just from when we interviewed you last time to today, so many things has happened in your business.
So exciting.
And women in business, not even women, just in business, small businesses, as entrepreneurs, we learn so much personally and professionally, and we grow a lot, and the people in our life, I think, grow a lot too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Absolutely.
grow with you.
They don't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Let's be honest.
What choice do they have?
No, they don't. They
Brace yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us. Well, first introduce yourself to everybody out there that don't know you.
Hello, I'm Terri with Terri's Tasty Cupcakes. A million people have been hearing that, but I started my business officially March 1st and have been doing it since then.
So what I would really like to talk about, and Nancy has loads of questions for you too, is that we were talking earlier, and you take this in the direction you would like to take it in, but I was particularly interested when you were talking earlier about marketing your business and the strength and the skills that you have in that area, which is like really useful when you're a small business, because if you don't have that information, that makes things even more difficult. So what would you like to share as far as that goes with the audience out there, just to educate? There's probably going to be like Ann Mowry out there who has the local
Pino's Palette.
Pino's Palette that could learn from
great.
you. She's doing fabulous, but still, it's a learning curve. There's so much to learn.
It is,
Yes.
And a lot of small business women out there, or men out there, that could learn from you and your marketing strategies. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, fill us in.
So last week I had to do a presentation for a group that I belong to, B&I, and I had 5 minutes to convince them why I'm not just a cupcake lady. And they didn't understand my background, and I was in sales and marketing for a medical corporation for about 20 years. And in that process, I started to learn what does it really take to what we call closing the deal. And so one of the things is you always have to think outside the box. And when I started this business, it was really scary because I'd never done it.
You got to be kidding me. It was really scary.
Absolutely.
Kind of like when the lights went out here.
Yes. Exactly. And I can remember sitting in a plastic chair waiting to pay for my fictitious name. And I was sitting there going, I cannot believe I'm really going to do this. And I'm sure a lot of you have said the same thing. And I decided to go into doing cupcakes because it was something that I love to do. It brings joy, which is the whole core, joy in every bite. That is my whole thing. My purpose in doing this is to bring joy to people I would never meet. But joy doesn't pay the bills necessarily. So you have to have some kind of a strategy.
Unless you're Terri's Tasty Cupcakes.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
A joy in every bite.
Joy in every bite. So I immediately started realizing that every day, no matter how scared you get, no matter how many times you get depressed, not how many times you get discouraged, I made sure that every single day I did something to start building the business. And one of the things that I needed to do was to get around people that knew more than I did.
Yes.
And to humble myself and say, I may have been successful in this business, but what can I gain from other people? So I found humility goes a long way. And one day I'm going to write a book about this whole journey. But I also found in marketing, sales and marketing, that even though I was a baker, if you don't know how to market your business, then it really doesn't matter how good you are.
And Terri, I was going to ask you that question because how has what you have acquired and learned along the way in sales helped you in your business today? That was one of my...
Because marketing is a make it or break it. If you can't market yourself, how can you market your product?
Because a lot of times we're doing it for other people, but when it comes to ourselves, it's hard to get out in front of ourselves and sell our business.
Exactly.
And so going from that to what you're doing, how was that transition, and how is that transition currently?
I learned in sales that the reason I didn't have problems in competition, it was based on relationships. So I had to start establishing relationships with key people. Shelley was one of them. And I started to really identify who are the people that really make a difference. So I started with the chambers. I started with networking. So networking was the number one thing.
I agree with
So
that.
you have to walk into a room, and even if you don't know anyone, you barely even know what
You
you're
act
doing.
like you do.
You act like you do. And what I learned was, if you ask them about their business, they're more apt to want to hear about your business.
Yeah.
And so what I found is, again, humility goes a long way. So if you're willing to help other people in their business, it will come tenfold in wanting to help you in your business.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I did is I got on to Google and I checked out all the chambers, figured out when all the events were going on, and I started to get involved. And every day I did some kind of networking. The second thing I had to do was to learn how to do social media.
Yeah.
As everybody knows me, I was never on social media, didn't care to be on social media, but if you're going to run your business, you have to know how to be on social media.
Absolutely.
So that's what I started learning.
Getting in front of your business.
But the sales and marketing that I learned in sales were 3 reasons, 3 things that made you successful. And the first one is to be different. You had to differentiate yourself from everybody else.
And Terri, what does make you different from everybody else?
I would say the biggest thing is, number 1, my flavor. My cupcakes are heavy because I use real ingredients. I don't do fillers. And so that point, I had to first say and have people try the cupcake and say, you know what, these really are the best. So you first have to sell the product. And the product was good, but it had to be extraordinarily good. That was the first thing.
Yeah.
How do I let people know that I have a product worth buying? It had to have value. The second thing I did was to differentiate myself, is to identify the needs of the people that were buying it. So not only do you differentiate yourself, but then the second point that I had to figure out because of sales is thinking outside the box. So now what I had to do is come up with a strategy that was going to benefit the other people. And that is when I started getting involved in the business type of sales.
So, I'm sorry, please go ahead.
And then, and when you say benefit other people, you know the first thing that came to my mind? It's my son. He loves these cappuccino cupcakes that she makes.
Yeah.
And so how this benefited him, he said, and I told him, don't eat these 12 dozen of, the 12 dozen. This 1 dozen because he could. 1 dozen of cappuccino
17-year-old
cupcakes in a day or 2 days, which I had no control over that. They were gone in 2 days.
Yeah.
But how it benefited him is he's still talking about it, and he always asked me, Mom, can you get some more of those cappuccino cupcakes? I really love those, and I told him they are seasonal, so you'll have to wait till next year.
Which is not true.
Which is not true.
On request, I'm sure she could pull it off.
She can come up with those anytime you want.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I have a question with regards to the cupcakes themselves. Well, not themselves, but the idea behind it and what your main inspiration was. Okay, so here you were plugging away at sales. And my first part of that question is A, were you doing this on the side of your sales job before you went live with your own business? And B, if you didn't, why cupcakes, and what was your main inspiration for that?
That's a really good question. So about 7 years ago, when I was in sales, I did procedures, medical procedures. So I was doing all the clinical side of things, and I realized that I needed something that was a creative outlet. And I don't know how I figured out cupcakes, but I didn't know how to bake. I didn't know how to, I don't eat cupcakes, believe it or not.
Not to interrupt, Terri, this is exactly what I want to hear.
Exactly. I did not know how to do any of that. So what I did was I went to one class, a decorating class, and I realized I couldn't do it. It was too crazy. So I went and I found a baker, and I hired her, and I worked with her for an entire year. And she taught me the technical side of baking. And the more I did it, the reason I love cupcakes, because you can do anything. If you can dream it, you can make it. But I had to learn the technical side of it. The next thing I did is I started entering contests. And I said, well, I wonder what other people think of them. And I'll learn from that. Well, I kept winning these contests. And then I won first place a few years ago at a big contest here in Pachanga.
That's great.
Yeah.
And
That's a booster right there.
so
Yeah.
I started doing this, and I figured out that what's going to make me different in sales is these homemade cupcakes. So what I would do is I would rank my top 20 accounts, and right after Thanksgiving, I would then deliver them to all these accounts, just thanking them for their business. And in December, I always have the highest sales. I found out that I can start having these cupcakes make money for me.
Yeah.
And that is what I've been doing now in business.
The thing that I like that stuck out to me a minute ago when you said that that making these cupcakes, you learned how to do it, and just through the whole process, just learning techniques, and just you flying by the seat of your pants, I guess is the way you look at it. Is you just did it and you learned how to do it. But you know what? It makes me think about two students that I worked with here recently. Julian is one of the names, and Dante is the other name. The mom out there knows right now who I'm talking about, if she's listening. But Julian, same thing, is he has a love for drawing. And he just keeps doing it. He's surrounding himself with people that is really good at doing what they do, and he's doing amazing things, and which I'm so super proud of him, But then his brother comes along, same thing. Has this passion for cooking, culinary arts,
creativity. That's what I'm
Okay.
getting out of all this.
Yes, and without saying too much, because I want to respect the family's privacy, is that we all have challenges. This young man has challenges too. But the thing that I love about the whole story is that when I was talking with him, he had this, like we all do, he had this huge fear that he's stepping outside of his comfort zone, out of home, and he's going off now to go to college and all of this. And I could see it in him is just, he's growing at like 100 miles an hour. Like he's growing at a phenomenal rate. He hasn't got to college yet.
Yeah.
And he's growing like instantly in front of us. And his mom's just like, and he's like, and I'm like, and I'm trying to coach him and trying to talk to him, and it's
But his passion is overriding all that, right?
Yes. And then his mom called me, actually texted me the other day and said, we'll be in Tuesday, and he's ready to go.
Oh,
But let me tell you, I mean, he went from not talking about it, I don't think I'm going to do this, because he's scared, He's got to go outside his comfort zone.
Yeah.
As women in business or people in business, we go through all that. Like,
definitely.
we get up against something that's hard, and you're challenged, and you're just like, maybe this is not meant for me to do this. Maybe and we question ourselves.
And Shelly,
right?
on the heels of all of that wonderful stuff that you just said, I want to segue into a question for you, Terry.
Yes.
Which is, as a small business owner myself, and being now about 3 years into it, I've gone through some challenges, whether it be financial or whether it be just building a reputation for yourself. Just like we talked about earlier, building a brand for yourself, selling yourself, etc. What were or are some of the challenges since you started your business in March, and how are you getting through them? If you can give us some examples.
That's a really good question. I would say that the sales and marketing was probably the best because it's the easiest thing for me to do because I had all the training. What I had real problems with was all the financial side of it, figuring out how much each cupcake costs, having to do all the cost analysis, having to do it. That is grueling. It's a thing that I hate to do, but without that information, then I'm going to go under.
Right.
And so the first thing I did is I hired a bookkeeper, and even though it cost me money, I knew that in order for me to grow, it was an area that I didn't like, and someone else could do a better job in it. And I just had to do it, but I still had to do the hard work.
Right.
I still had to find out what store gives me the best prices, what volume. It was so tedious that I hated every single minute of it. And the thing if you're starting your business like me, and I'm so humbled because I am not there. I've only been in it for 6 months, so I am humbled to even be here.
But doesn't it feel good where you're at right now, in a sense?
I'm amazed. If you look at what I did in March And if you've been watching me on Facebook and you've been looking at the posts that I've been doing, I have grown 10 times the amount because I love it. I wake up thinking about it.
I hear hashtag $1 million. No,
I'm hoping.
Why not?
I'm hoping.
Why not?
But you have to surround yourself with positive people, which is why I like coming here all the time, because they're positive people. Because there's going to be mornings you wake up and you say, did I make the right choice?
Yeah, you're going to feel discouraged. You're going to get in your own head, right?
Exactly.
You're going to either talk yourself out of it or think of a million reasons why you shouldn't be doing
Exactly.
that. Yeah?
Right.
But
Exactly.
yet, you do exactly the opposite.
Exactly.
And there are going to be moments of discouragement, right? I'm sure you've already experienced those. I have. But, without, jumping in here, I just want to say, for whoever has a business out there, you can understand this. Whoever's starting a business, please remember this. You are going to go through times and moments of discouragement because,
it's life.
It is life.
It's business.
And if you're anything like me, Shelly, Terry, maybe we all struggle with this either instant gratification or we're results driven. And I come from a corporate background. I worked 20 years in the corporate environment. Everybody wanted everything right now. So that's all I know. You're asked something, you do something, you get something. When you start your own business, like with any investor, investors don't invest and then see that manifestation the very next day. Investors know it's a long-term investment and you must wait.
True.
So please write that out. I say that because it happens to me.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
So one of the things that I've done is I started blogging, and for those of you that have been following me, I blog every Sunday night.
Oh, cool.
And I try and make it inspirational. I make it funny, and then I have an ending to it. And what I have found is that is my release. And I think big because I believe that the plans that are going to be for my life are big.
Yes.
And I have already seen myself on the other side. And I'm a big fan of Steve Harvey. I love Steve Harvey. He wrote a book called Jump. I haven't even read the book, but I know that I am living it.
That's
and you know
awesome.
what? I'm going to put it out there right now. I am going to be meeting Steve Harvey, and I'm going to be giving him his birthday cupcake. And I have it already planned out. I already know what it's going to be. I'm going to be writing 3 books, and I'm going to be speaking, and I'm going to be having this huge business to give back to people in small businesses and nonprofit organizations.
So you know what you're going to have to do now that you said this on this video?
Yes.
You're going to have to share this video on his timeline on Facebook. He has a Facebook.
I know. Does anyone know how to do that?
Yeah,
like
I'll
I
show you
said,
how to
I'm
do
still
that.
learning
I'll
how
show
to
you
do
how to
this
that.
kind of stuff.
You can share this on there and do
Okay.
it, and he'll look and he'll say, "Oh my gosh, they're advertising."
Yeah.
And then he'll reach
Yes.
out and say, "Where does this come from?" And have his people get with your people.
I've already seen us meeting. I already know that we're going to be best friends, and he's going to be supportive of me, but the whole purpose behind it, because of how difficult this challenge has been, it's been great, but it's still a challenge.
Yes.
Because I'm not there yet. I think I'll be there when I can financially afford all this stuff. But I want to be able to give back to the community, to small businesses, to nonprofit organizations.
Yeah.
And I believe Steve Harvey will be part of that.
And that's the best part. That's the best part.
And you know what's it is. And you know what's so great about that too? There is power in speaking and visualizing where you're going. Okay? We as small business owners, we throw the cards up in the air and we wait to see where they'll land. We really don't know where they will technically land, but it's great to have that vision and to speak it, because if you don't, A, write it on paper, B, speak it out loud, or envision where you're going. If it's all stuck in your head, you can work against your own thoughts and talk yourself out of it. But the more you speak it, the more it's very capable of becoming it.
You're asking for it.
You are. So you're almost going to commit to it. You're committing to it when you speak it out loud, you know? And
and it's funny that you say that, because I don't know if I ever told you this, but I actually had several dreams. I had these dreams that when I got here in the morning, I had a line out my door. I had several of these dreams that had a line out, meaning all the clients were college
They're
planning.
lining up.
They're lining up. And then as the years are going by, I'm signing up for college fair here, to sign up for college fair in Riverside. And they're coming. And
That's
it's
amazing.
like, wow.
See?
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me, when I was working in clinical environment, love medicine, love all that, but I had a dream, And the dream was that I owned a cupcake business. Now, mind you, I didn't bake, I didn't eat, I was a health fanatic, worked out all the time. And in this dream, it was a place in Detroit, and it was right at closing. And an African-American man comes in his early 60s, and he looked very discouraged. And so I just let him know that, oh, sure, I'm open, even though I was already closed. And he sat down and said, I just want a cup of coffee. And I said, well, sure. So I went in the back, got my most decadent chocolate cupcake, sat it in front of him, and listened to his story. Now, this is a dream. And he told me that he had just been let go of his job and was going to lose his pension. And he didn't know how he was going to tell his wife. And so I sat there, and the whole time he's eating this cupcake. At the end of the conversation, he said, you know what? You should do this more often. This cupcake was the best cupcake. Thank you so much for bringing me joy. Yeah. It was 7 years before I did this. And I can remember waking up going, that is the weirdest dream I think I've ever had. But I remembered it.
Yeah, you remembered it.
And when I decided to go into something creative, I remembered the dream. And that's how this whole thing got started.
Wow.
Nice.
That is a beautiful story.
And you know what? And that is a perfect ending right there. A place to end there. Yeah. You know what? You have so much to share with everybody. We have to get on to our next guest, or she's going to have no time to spend with us.
Really quick, the
and
blog.
One more question. Yes. So if you could share out there how they can find you.
So go on to my website. My blog information will be there, www.terristastycupcakes.com. The information again,
Terri with an I or Y?
Is TERRIS, no apostrophe, tastycupcakes.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, guys.
And be on the blog, and then we're going to bring the other guest on here. We have a little surprise. So if you could take pictures, I would really appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you, Terri.
Thank you,
Terri. Woo! All right, and without further ado, guess who we're bringing on? Get ready, okay? We have another powerhouse in the night.
Powerhouse in the night.
No. We did not do that. All right, come on in, Evelyn Stephenson. Come on.
What's up, gorgeous?
Oh my God.
Hi, Evelyn. Mwah. Glad you are here with us today. Tonight, in the night.
She said in the night, I'm like, a little bit.
Yeah.
I have something here. Okay. So,
Oh.
I've been wanting to give you something as being my co-host. Okay.
What? You're giving me goosebumps.
Okay. So, when I went to Texas and traveling around, I found these two items which I thought were perfect for you since you are a chef. You
Oh
have your
my
own
gosh.
Diva Cooking.
Oh,
cookbook.
Shelly, look at this, everybody. It's a Diva cookbook.
We were talking about that, yes.
Shelly, cooking for the modern woman. Be she 21 or 81.
And then if you look inside, you know how we always have get-togethers?
Shelly.
So we have a happy hour get-together, and we have a girls' night out get-together, or girls' night in get-together.
A girls' only dinner party.
Yes, a wine and cheese girl.
And a bash to remember.
So there you
Shelly,
go.
I love this.
And you cook a lot, and I know you cook a lot with honey.
I do. Oh, this is why you asked me.
This is for the sweetest chef.
What?
Your own honey hive.
I've never, ever had my own honey hive. Shelly, I can't thank you enough. This is incredible. You know, this excites me. As a chef, this really excites me.
And it's straight, and that is actually, I got this one in Mexico.
You did?
It's from Mexico.
I want it not, okay, so I'll probably end up taking a big old chunk out of this with my fork before it hits anything. But I can't wait to plop a big old piece of it right in my tea.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
let's not kid ourselves. This is the
The
real
one
deal. Shelly, thank you for thinking of me while you're in Texas.
I'm like,
You little
what
sneaker.
can I get my chef for?
Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. Thank you
and she's
very
like, you love to
much.
cook, and I was going to say, well, we love to eat, so.
Yeah, that works out great.
Works out great.
That works out awesome. Oh, some got on my finger. Oh, thank you, Shelly.
You're welcome.
So awesome.
So, and thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure.
Hosting.
If you haven't noticed, I'm having a blast.
And so we want to introduce Evelyn Stephenson with Spotless Cleaning. So just let everybody out there your name and your company, and so yeah.
So my name is Evelyn Stephenson, and I have a company called Spotless Cleaning Services. We are a commercial, residential, and real estate cleaning company, and we are all through Burriera, Temecula, Riverside County, and parts of San Diego as well.
Awesome.
So the thing that I love about Evelyn is that you started this company when?
In March.
Okay, she
Just a
started in
few
March
months ago.
with two people in this business, her and
Yeah.
one other person. And let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months. She's increased her staffing to 14 people, soon to be 20 before you know it.
And that's all based on like word of mouth, right?
It's all been, you know, networking groups. I belong to a great networking group, the Mastermind Network. Facebook, social media, referrals from customers, and you know, friends.
I just
and,
can't believe I'm like Spotless Cleaning, just going out there, and you do you cater to three what is it,
commercial, residential, and we do real estate, like
Real
move
estate.
outs, move ins, and
That's
stuff like that.
amazing.
yeah, just within 6 months her business is like,
You know, and that says a lot about your reputation.
Yeah,
You know, because
that's very
referrals are very big out there.
Yeah.
We
she
know
gets
we,
more referrals from Mastermind
I mean,
than
yeah.
I don't even get that many.
And
referrals
do you
from
have
Mastermind.
reviews also on Yelp? Are you getting reviews?
We have reviews. My business page on Facebook has
Oh.
a lot of reviews.
Okay.
Referrals. I can't even tell you how many referrals we have. Especially when it comes to commercial buildings, you need that. That's important. But up to now, we haven't really have to pay for any kind of advertising. It's all been done through this.
Women in business,
Yeah.
6 months, and she's
Yeah.
like the
She's
sky's the
thriving.
limit. Yeah,
She's thriving. 6 months from now, she'll triple without
Yeah,
a
oh my
doubt. I'm putting it out there. I really am.
and single mom, raising kids, full time thriving business,
Amazing.
and
Tell us how you do it, Evelyn.
Yeah,
How do you juggle it all?
I know I'm busy, but I don't, have all the kids and all that. And my kids are older and everything, so I couldn't imagine having this business and having kids and having to take care of all that. And I would lose my mind.
Lots to juggle.
It's lots
It's
to
a
juggle.
lot to juggle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up anywhere between 4:45 and 5 in the morning every day, and I think by the time I go to bed, it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yes.
But it's worth it. It's worth it. So when you do something that it's worth it and you like, you don't really feel like, oh,
not really
God,
work,
I
is
have
it?
to get up. It's not really work.
Yeah.
And so for me, waking up in the morning, it's before all the kids wake up. It's very important because I get my, my 1 hour to myself to do, workout. I work out from
But
home.
not really,
You
because
do,
they work
yes.
out with you too, right?
Huh?
They work out with you too. don't you?
Sometimes they work
So
out with
sometimes
me.
she doesn't get time to
That
work
is
out because
so
they want to work out with her.
Sometimes they work out with me. They'll wake
I know.
up
I
in
see
the
all the
morning.
selfies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
my
so
son,
impressed.
my 7-year-old, he's like, I want to work out with you, and I do like kettlebells at home because our friend Jen
Warnock,
she
fitness
got me
trainer.
into
Oh,
it as
yes.
well.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll do the workout that she posts every night, and then my
Right.
son will come and he'll be like, I'm gonna work out with you. So he's got like
Yeah.
a little
That's awesome.
tiny kettlebell.
I mean, what an example. So
Yeah.
you're a business,
Full-time business
full-time
owner,
business owner.
full-time mom.
Yeah, you're working out.
And she managed still to have time to hang out with us.
She really does. You're absolutely right. Good point,
Proof of that
Shelley.
is last night.
Oh, jeez. Never a dull moment. Hashtag never a dull moment. I mean, it's amazing. What an example you're setting for your children.
Right. Yeah.
They're
very
looking
true.
at you.
That's very important. And I
Watching
think,
you.
know, even though sometimes, especially teenagers, they act like they don't see you or they don't listen to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they do.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
And they appreciate you.
Exactly.
I already know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us what is like for being a woman in business. What are kind of like your highlights? What do you love about having your own business?
I think the feeling of feeling accomplished, the feeling of saying, I did that, or the competition of bidding for commercial buildings.
Yeah.
And, you bidding with other companies that are a lot bigger than I am, that have, a lot more experience in as far as years that they've been open than I do. And just going to that and being able to say, you know what, I got it. I got that contract. And I got it over, so many other people. And
So you got how many contracts now? You have
commercial, we have about 8.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
My question to you is,
Okay,
how are you
8 commercial contracts.
how did you pursue these how did you pursue these businesses?
It's been through word of
Has it
mouth.
with this-
It
that's
started
incredible.
With one. It
I
started
mean-
with one. Yeah.
8 in 6 months.
And then moved on to like, oh, you know what? I use this company. I use this person. Why don't you call them? And they have called me. And it's been a few of them have been through the Mastermind Network.
You're listening to this.
So,
Guys, this is possible. This is possible for you.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a
crazy.
living proof right here that it can be done, and
it's
just
kind of surreal. You don't really think that you're going through all of it right now, but it's, you know, you wake up in the morning and I'm like, wow,
it's really happening.
It's really happening. I'm
Yeah,
doing this.
you must be
And,
so proud.
Just the feeling of knowing what's going to happen later on down the road, or, you know,
Yeah.
it keeps you going.
Yeah.
It keeps me going.
So my question, and I'm not always trying to dwell on this, but I want a real, you know, the real story, and then how you're dealing or managing with any obstacles you are being challenged with from the inception of the business till now. Could you give us any examples of any obstacles or challenges that you have faced and how you get through them?
Right. I think and we were talking about that earlier today, is a lot of people say, oh, it's, you know, the cleaning lady. She has a cleaning business. She cleans the home, and which is fine. I'm totally okay
Really?
with that.
Technically, yes.
But, you know, technically, yes, that's what we do. And that's what
I'll
they
be working
think.
for you soon.
Exactly.
But then, you know, I go to these
Take it
networking
over.
meetings, and I go to these events, and then, you know, I get up and I talk, and I say, well, this is what's going on. We are licensed. We are insured. This is what we have to offer.
Yes.
So then it changes. Then I'm like, oh,
This is
Okay.
real stuff.
it's not
This
just
is legit stuff.
Right.
Like,
She's
yeah.
a real business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that has been one of my main obstacles, I think. And but other than that, it's just I've been blessed.
Yeah, very.
Very blessed.
That's a
Yeah.
great word to describe it,
And-
because it's growing so fast.
And then, what is it that has helped you to get where you're at now? Who's helped you, or what has helped you to be
You
where
know,
you're at now?
Originally, this was my sister-in-law's idea.
Your sister-in-law,
My sister-in-law's
okay?
idea. It was her idea. She's like, why don't you open this? And we were gonna do it originally together, and then you know, things didn't work out.
Okay.
So I decided to do it on this side by myself, and then she decided to do it over there.
Now, she approached you
We talked about it, yeah.
Okay.
And then we said, well, you know what? This sounds like a great idea. Why not give it a try?
Okay.
And so she's been so wonderful. She's been so helpful, and
yeah.
she's been amazing. So she's the one that I call her, and I had to ask her questions when I didn't know what I was doing. And I was
Now,
like,
is she in
how
the
do I
same
do
industry?
this? She actually has a couple of businesses. She has a daycare that she runs from home that has grown huge as well, and then
Okay.
now she's doing a cleaning business in the LA area.
Wow.
And that's going pretty well too.
So she's definitely somebody you can learn from.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's successful in both of them. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So between her sister-in-law and basically Mastermind?
Mastermind has helped me grow a lot, as far as, you know, not just in the business area, but in the personal areas too. I think I've grown a lot in this last few months. So.
And the Mastermind we're talking about is with Tony Mendez. Did I say that right?
Yes, Antonio Mendoza
And Mendoza.
and Tony Reyes.
Tony Reyes.
Yes.
Yes, they're the masterminds
Yeah.
behind that group. And so if you were to say, and I asked you this before, when they're looking for jobs for you,
Mhm.
what's been your highest month of referrals from Mastermind Group so far?
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
great question.
I think at one point I had about maybe 60 referrals or something.
Did you
for
say
a month.
60?
Yes.
60.
In 1 month. In 1
That
month.
is
I mean,
amazing.
and you've seen it
As a
when
result
you
of
have-
from
I'm on the
Mastermind.
thread.
Oh my
Mastermind,
gosh.
yes. And you've seen it. It's been, there's days that it's like, for Evelyn. And I'm
I
like,
want
oh
the rest of us in Mastermind
my
Group.
God. No, and then they have somebody that works for them really well, Hazel.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's like,
We have our own
late.
admin in the Mastermind Group.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I met her.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
amazing. She's like up late, sometimes 12 o'clock in the night. I
Really?
get a referral for them, and I
Because
say,
they're
"Do
gonna
you
go
this
quick.
late?"
You gotta be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
she's great.
Yeah.
So I would say, thanks to them,
Very
it has helped me a
instrumental.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that if I had not been
They're a
part
big
of the
deal.
mastermind group, I don't know if I would have been as far as we are right now. But I
Yes.
think because of having their support it has helped me a lot.
That is
60
fantastic.
referrals a month.
Yeah. Now
That's like hiring your own prospect company.
Yeah. Now, what are you in need of today for your business? Now, when I hear 60 referrals, okay, so as sometimes I have experienced myself an overwhelming response during peak seasons as a chef, and then you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have a good staff of 4. And now I need about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
How do you accommodate that?
Well, it's an up and down thing.
Okay.
We just went through the move out, what we call the move out season.
Yes.
Because when kids are at school, families are moving out of state.
Yes.
Military families are being transferred, and that's when they wait. It's when summer vacation starts. Everybody moves.
Sure.
So during
of course. Yeah.
during the summer months, it was
It's crazy.
crazy. And I mean, crazy. It was move outs left and
We
right.
won't have any provincial girl nights during that time.
No provincial. We gotta put that on hold. Okay.
Squeeze that in between
I'll
move
squeeze
1
it in
and
between.
move 60.
Yeah, exactly. we'll go and we'll Skype you.
Yeah. They'll be like, look what we're doing.
We'll take our margarita and just clink it on the Kindle.
Well, you'll need my hair.
Oh yeah,
The Hobbit
last night.
hideaway.
Oh yeah, hiding Hobbit.
Hiding
my
Hobbit.
God.
Oh gosh,
So funny.
Sorry, inside joke.
Okay.
Oh my
You had
gosh.
to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if you could tell, we're gonna lose it here in a minute. If you could tell, Anne Mowry, small women in business, any, women out there, men out there that want to start their own business, what advice do you have to them?
I would say once you have the dream of doing what you want to do and it's clear in your mind, keep going. And I mean, you'll get no's. You'll get a lot of no's, but
You'll
that's
get a
just
lot
when
of
you-
no's.
You will, but
Right,
you're
Rob
closer
Potter?
to a yes.
Get a lot of no's.
See, that
You're
is
closer to
so
a yes.
profound.
Yeah,
As we were speaking about with Terry earlier, and
right.
please plug on
Mhm.
past the no's
Yes.
until you receive so many yeses, you just don't even know what to do with them.
Exactly.
It's all part of growth as a small business owner.
And be in the right group.
Yeah,
And
right,
be in yourself,
Shelly. It's an
surround
excellent
yourself.
point. Is be
Being
connected to the
connected
right
to the
people.
right people.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Surround yourself with the
Boom.
right people.
Boom.
It's important. And I think
Yes.
my little group of people that I have other than the Mastermind Network, which includes you guys, and it's important to me because it keeps me balanced and it helps me a lot. You
And
give
hold
me
you
so many.
accountable.
Yes, you hold me accountable. You give me you give me great ideas, and and I think that it's important that whoever you surround yourself with,
Yes.
that's really what's going to help you grow. If you surround yourself with the wrong kind of people, and you might not get as far as you really want to. So,
Absolutely.
that's important to me.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a very
Yeah.
good point too. Evelyn.
All right. And how can they find you?
Well, my number is 951-228-6315, and you can look me up on Facebook, Evelyn Stephenson. I have a business page, also Evelyn Stephenson. What's wrong?
So, and your website? You got your website?
Oh,
already?
yeah, yes. It's spotlesscleaningco.com, and they can look it up, and there's lots of referrals and info there and everything.
All right.
Perfect.
Very good.
Oh, we're so happy
All right.
for you, Evelyn. Not only is she a
Yeah.
great business owner, but she's a wonderful friend.
She's a wonderful
in person.
friend in person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's my pleasure to know you.
And
Oh,
I
it's
second
my
that.
pleasure to know you
Yeah.
guys, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
We're happy to have you on tonight.
I
So,
was happy to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good.
It's kind of a little bit nerve-wracking for me, but it's good.
Yeah,
It's
you
good.
did great.
and so we're not going to do like we did last week, and we went over like 5 minutes because in TV land you can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, you get charged for that per second.
Oh, is that right?
You're on a
Jeez.
schedule, you
So
know.
cut the jabber.
So, and I just want to thank also two people that are not here tonight that are normally here. Willie Jones Jr.,
Yeah.
who is my web and IT guy here at EDFIN
Woo,
College.
Willie.
And a special shout out to Susan Dominguez,
Yes.
who is my outreach coordinator.
Love you,
and
Susan.
literally is the one that helps me with a lot of everything here at EDFIN from the get-go.
She's amazing.
Always got my
Yeah,
back.
she is.
It's awesome.
And she's amazing, and she couldn't be here tonight. She's not feeling well. So We miss you, Susan.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And
Get better.
Yes, get some rest.
Yeah.
And so without further ado, we do not have a production team tonight, so we are solo here tonight. All right. We're winging it, but we're gonna capture this moment anyway, and then we're gonna come and we're gonna turn the live set off. Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye like we normally do.
Is it a big kiss
and
or jazz hands or
we're
what?
gonna do jazz hands.
Oh,
like we haven't done that in a while.
Let's do jazz hands.
So we're gonna do jazz hands.
Signing
Say
off.
goodbye.
Love you guys. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful week. Mwah. Weekend, week, day,
Okay,
night.
bye.
Bye. Oh, happy Labor Day.
And happy Labor Day, everybody.
Yeah, don't labor on Monday.
Yeah, don't labor on Monday.
If you have to, though. If you have to, you have to.
And EDFIN will be closed on Monday. All right? Be back on Tuesday. All right? Good night, everybody.